This is another one of my new food tryouts videos, and this time it's of the McPlant burger from McDonald's. This burger is supposed to be 100% meat-free, and it's suitable for vegans. They had this as part of their McDonald's rewards, which they do on Mondays, where certain burgers or whatever it is items can be £1.39. This normally goes for roughly about maybe £3.50 or £3.60. Ordinarily at the full price, I was intrigued about trying out the McPlant, but at the price, I wasn't kind of I was on the fence on trying it out, because obviously it's meant to be tasting like meat, but often, sometimes these products don't, it can feel slightly off. But as the price of it was at a reasonable price, so I ended up only paying £1.36. For myself, why not kind of try it out? One thing I'm going to be aware of is obviously the presentation of the actual burger, or whether or not you get the full ingredients of what the burger is, because as we know, often when you get these burgers from these fast food joints, they normally don't look anything like the picture of what they're advertising. And when you get the actual burger, it's kind of a huge kind of disappointment in terms of what the burger is. It does say, trying to look at here, trying to have a look here, that it's a vegan burger made with juicy plant-based patty, cold developed with Beyond Meat, featuring a vegan sandwich sauce, ketchup, mustard, onion, pickles, lettuce, tomato, and a vegan alternate to cheese in a sesame seed bun, and it's vegan certified. In terms of calories, it's 429 calories. So obviously you won't have to worry about the obviously putting on too much weight. As we can see, I do like the actual presentation of the box itself, where you've got the McPlant and then it's green there. So I kind of do like the way it kind of looks, and as I said before, it says vegan approved, so you can feel free of eating the taste of meat but without actually eating meat. So that's a good thing, on whether or not it actually does taste like meat. So without further ado, what we should do now is that we shall look at the burger itself. And just as I thought, kind of a bit of a disappointment. You've got the sesame seed bun there. That's what we have. And then we'll open this up. And then this is all you kind of get. One lousy piece of pickle, the lettuce, a tiny smidgen of mustard, the sauce there. And you've got the vegan cheese. You've got the, put over here. We've got the moving the cheese here. We've got the actual one lousy piece of onion there, and then we've got the McPlant burger there, which doesn't look anything like how it as succulent as it does in the picture. I'll even show you the actual picture of the actual presentation of how it looks, and you can see that some of the ingredients are kind of missing. So as you can see the burger there. And drum roll, please. This is the actual picture of the actual burger. You can see the cheese there, and it's meant to be lettuce, mayonnaise, which I don't see. It doesn't even look plump. Even those slices of tomato that's supposed to be there is absolutely missing. So when I move this away here, you can see the burger looks nothing like the actual picture. Now it does have. Then you did see this smidgen of mustard, the smidgen of ketchup, the one little piece of onion, a little piece of pickle, and the tomato was completely and absolutely missing in my burger. So unless it's done a runner while they were packing it. So again, I'm not really kind of surprised at the quality of them making a burger, because these people rush things at them, and the people working there don't seem to know what it is that they're doing in terms of giving you a quality burger. I'm really glad that I never paid the full price of the particular burger, because I would have been hugely disappointed. Now, again, it's going to be interesting in the actual taste of the burger, because it might taste better than it actually looks, even with the missing ingredients. And the big question is going to be, how good is this McPlant meatless burger going to taste compared to the normal beef patties that we taste in the regular McDonald's burgers? So without further ado, let me get my water ready so I can wash my palate. We shall give this a go. I can definitely taste also the crunchiness, a little bit of the onion that's here and there, and a little bit of lettuce. Even though there's a lot of it. The cheese to me doesn't taste really much different from normal cheese that you would get in a Big Mac burger. The meat so far, in contrast with the sesame seed bun and the cheese and the other condiments that are in the burger, actually tastes really nice. So the meat, the actual meat stuff tastes nice. What I will do, taste a little bit of the beef, of the McPlant beef or alternative patty on its own to see how it tastes. But so far, honestly, I am highly impressed. I expected it to taste a lot worse than it actually looked. Going up there. So we've got a piece of the McPlant beef patty there, which what we should do is that we should try out. It actually does taste really nice. It actually does taste like a beef patty. It does actually taste like meat. You wouldn't think it was plant based. Yeah, it's actually really nice. I'm totally impressed because initially, before, I was a total kind of a skeptic in terms of these meat-based plant products, and it's actually really nice. And the only thing I could say, it could do with a little bit more seasoning, a little bit, but other than that, it's kind of nice. Now, if I was basing it on the price, the full price that it is usually available at, in terms of the way that my burger was prepared, I probably would say I probably wouldn't try it. I probably wouldn't buy it again unless I knew that they were going to prepare it properly with the proper full complement of ingredients, which obviously we're missing because there's no tomato in mine. And what I will be doing is that I will be making a complaint to the McDonald's customer service because I've done it a couple of times when they've done it with my burgers where they've missed the order, or they've maybe they poorly prepared the actual burger. But that's what's kind of really disappointing, because it actually does taste really nice. And for me, if they prepared the burger properly with the right ingredients in there, with the tomatoes, even though normally I'm not really a tomato fan in terms of eating it, but when it's in a burger, normally I do eat it because I kind of it's actually really nice in the way that they prepare it, especially in the Burger King's Whopper, in their Whopper burgers, where they put a lot of the tomatoes and the onions in there. And so I normally tend to eat it in there. But yeah, to me, it's a huge disappointment for me that I can't complain in the sense that I only paid £1.36 for it, and it was sloppily made. But if I was paying the full price for it, I would have been hugely kind of disappointed in terms of the presentation of the actual burger. And I do know that if they put the proper ingredients in it properly, and also without the messy ones, it would have excelled in sense of the taste of the actual burger. But the actual McPlant burger itself, it's actually really nice, and it does actually taste like a proper beef patty, even though it actually isn't. So, for once, I'm kind of hugely surprised and amazed in terms of how they've managed to replicate a proper burger. And as I said before, if they were preparing this burger properly, yeah, I would have no problem in buying this on a regular basis, and then alternating from eating actually the meat burgers. Of all, I'm a um, Big Mac fan, so yeah. But that's what kind of disappoints me with some of these fast food joints, whether it's McDonald's or with Burger King, is that with the Burger King in my local branch, and I think that's with all the general branches, they're putting up the price of the burgers. So a Big Mac now is about £4, over £4 now. I think it's £4.9 for a Big Mac. And I remember recently it was £2.99, $3 and £3.50, and they're going up. And it's the fact that they're rising the prices of their burgers, their fries, even their drinks, but more so with the burgers and even the fries and the other accoutrements that they sell on their menus, is that they're putting up the prices of their stuff, but the actual presentation and quality of their products, right, they're being sloppily being made. And I know you kind of get what you kind of pay for, and I know that when they put the pictures of their burgers up to advertise it, it's all dressing in the sense of how they put it up to sell the idea of the burger. Or if you watch adverts where the burger looks all plump and all nicely put together, and when you kind of get it, it's kind of sloppy. And I think what's making it worse for me is with the huge price increases that they seem to be rising it several times a year over the last 2 or 3 years now, that that in terms of the quality of the burger is kind of getting really kind of sloppy by the people who are kind of making it. There's no love or care being put into the burgers, and that's why with like one of the new burgers that they've got now, I think McDonald's, I think it's the Steakhouse Burger, which they've got in running that promotion until I think the 7th or 9th of May, and I'm hoping to try that out before they take it out of circulation. And for me, when they have their burgers, the more expensive gourmet burgers at the, over £5 or plus, for me, it's kind of, I find it very off-putting in wanting to buy those burgers, because if I'm going to spend a lot of money on that kind of a gourmet type of a burger from McDonald's or Burger King, I expect the ingredients to be prepared properly and the presentation of the burger to be prepared properly as well. Too often, as we've seen with this, stuff is missing or it's cold. Same thing with the fries. So half the time I'm very reluctant to spend that kind of money on their kind of burgers. When I tend to buy like cheeseburgers inside, say like Burger King, and of recently I bought was it the Melt burgers from. I bought a Melt barbecue burger from Burger King, which was for $2.99. So you get the burger and the fries. And most people know I don't really like Burger King fries. And I didn't video that because the burger was just looked completely just sloppy. The barbecue sauce in that particular burger was kind of really nice, but the burger itself it wasn't kind of really that great. And I suppose for $2.99, that's what you kind of get for that kind of price. So normally when I buy burgers in Burger King, I usually go for the Whoppers or the double Whopper, although I've never actually had a Whopper XL, which I would love to try. But normally I go for the double Whoppers simply because of the fact that they seem to use different kind of burgers in it. They're grilled, they put a lot of onion and tomatoes and lettuce and stuff in there, so it feels like the burger is kind of more plump and it's got a lot more kind of ingredients in it. But obviously you have to pay a lot more for that, and the Whoppers, from what I looked at my local ones, they've actually gone up compared to the last time I actually had one. Because last time I had one, about 2-3 years ago, it's about £4.50 for a normal double Whopper. And now you're looking at over £5, going on £6 plus, and then you're going for the XL, that's nearly going on £10. So I suppose with the fast food burger places like McDonald's and Burger King, you kind of get what you pay for, although it's kind of, if you want something quick and fast, that's kind of what you kind of have to kind of get. But for me, these days, places like Five Guys, to me, do much better burgers in the sense that it seems like they cook the burgers fresh, fresh ingredients. And the last time I had a Five Guys, which I will do a review of their burgers one of these days, is that what I like about burgers is that the burgers are big and plump. And obviously, that's always freshly made. You can tailor it to add more to the ingredients of the burger. which you can do with a Big Mac. You can take away or add more. Although in my case, I took away even though I never asked to do that or forgot to put in there. But the only downside would say with like Five Guys or other places that do gourmet burgers is the actual price of the burgers. So Five Guys burgers are not particularly very cheap. They're anything over from going on £7 over to over £10. But you do get what you pay for when you buy from Five Guys, but they are really expensive in terms of in terms of the price of their burgers. But to me, they're kind of more filling, because the last time I had one, I just eating the burger alone was filling me up. Just eating the burger itself, I felt like I was getting a full kind of meal. So yeah, I do think that place like Five Guys and these other independent gourmet burger places could be a little bit cheaper. But I would say that if you can afford to and you want to buy like a proper filling burger meal that's going to have explosive taste in your mouths, Five Guys for me are the better places. Like Five Guys are the better places to go for a proper gourmet burger meal. I don't know if Five Guys do like a vegetarian or their version of a McPlant. I don't really kind of know, or any other places do, but I do know it's becoming a lot more trendy for these people to cater towards vegetarians now. So I wouldn't be surprised if they had that kind of thing on the actual menu itself. But yeah, it's got McDonald's and like place like burgers are kind of really disappointed me in the price the price of the burgers in general and how much they're charging for it, and it's very poorly kind of made. So whereas Five Guys and other places, obviously you get a much better burger experience, but you're paying a lot more for it. So the pros and the cons kind of weigh up in terms of what you kind of have to pay for. But what I did like about Five Guys is that you can get the burgers to fries, and then you get they've got such a huge range of different cold drinks they have available and milkshakes. And then with the cold drinks that they have, it's unlimited if you're eating in store. So you can go up there and have as many drinks as you want. So that's kind of a saving grace in terms of what they have to offer when you buy a meal. But as well, it's a little bit more expensive in kind of Five Guys in what you pay for. I'm hoping to try Five Guys' milkshake. Although that's dearer than a McDonald's one. That's the one thing I would say about McDonald's when it comes to their milkshakes is, although they put the prices of them up as well, is that their milkshakes in McDonald's are actually really nice, especially on a hot summer's day. And they do actually taste really nice. And even for a large milkshake, I do feel that they're actually quite reasonable in their price of their milkshake. And when I've gone to like this place like Millie's Chicken Burger, their milkshakes in there are quite expensive for a large or even for a medium. And the same thing with Five Guys, where their milkshakes are quite expensive. So for me, it's as well, I don't know if, for all I know, with their milkshakes being both of their milkshakes being more expensive than McDonald's, they could actually be a lot tastier than McDonald's. So you could be paying for the quality. Again, I hope to try their milkshakes in the future to see how the taste of their milkshakes stock up to say like McDonald's. But that's how it is in life, is that you get kind of when it comes to the quality of products, you kind of get what you kind of pay for. But in general, I would say with McDonald's for me, and Burger King, except if you get the Whopper, as I said, especially with McDonald's, I would say that the quality of their burgers are really kind of slipping in my book. And to me, it kind of puts me off in terms of going to try out new burgers that they have out on promotion for maybe for 2 or 3 months, knowing that it's going to be poorly going to be made. But as I said, it's a big disappointment for me in terms of how the burger was, the presentation of the burger, and the lack of ingredients, where it's not enough ingredients that they've put into the burger, or missing ingredients. And that's what makes this a bit the burger itself average in overall, simply because of the fact that half the stuff is missing or there's not enough of it. Because the actual McPlant patty itself is actually really nice, and it does taste like a beef patty, even although if I was going to make a little change to it, as I said earlier on, it could do with a little bit more seasoning and maybe a little bit more salt and pepper here and there. But that's what kind of disappoints, because the McPlant burger itself, patty itself, is actually really nice. So that's actually a huge, I'm actually hugely kind of amazed on the taste of it. It's actually really good. It's just what's let it down is the presentation and the lack of the ingredients. So that's the McPlant burger itself. Let me know in the comment section if you've tried it out and what you've thought of it, and whether you disagree or agree with me on the my review of the actual burger itself. So anyway, I hope people found this video informative. Please feel free to share with your friends and family. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that would help people find my YouTube content and channel on YouTube, because the YouTube algorithms favors the bigger YouTubers in terms of recommending my content and my channel. So that would help other people find my channel. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please feel free to subscribe to my channel, and I will speak to you all again soon. So wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, and bye for now.